Lots of enthusiasm around that presentation of the Star-Spangled Banner. And we've got plenty more coming up. Stay tuned. A Sunday afternoon with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. And we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. Hey, Dave.
Well, it was long rumored. And after 2 titles in 3 years, Kevin Durant chose to leave the Warriors and blaze a new path. He'll miss this season while rehabbing from his Achilles tear, but there are no complaints from the fans or his new teammates. For a player of KD's caliber, it's worth the wait. Kevin?
A momentous decision, DA. Thank you. You know, Steve, these teams we're seeing tonight both have very strong options off their bench.
And Kevin, when you have a strong bench, the starters love it because they know if they have a lead, they have some guys that's going to extend the lead. If they're not playing well, they have guys that come off that help them. And the opposing team, they know when you're a 9 or 10 deep team and you're very, very talented.
So the net starting 5. They've got Harris. Jordan is out there with Wilson Chandler. And it's Durant. And it's Irving in at the point. And for the Clippers, under down low at 4 with Harrell in the middle. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. And it's George in at the small forward position. That one goes in.
I like this from Kyrie. Looking for a high percentage shot, settling for nothing less.
Here's Beverly, and he lays it straight in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Irving. Durant with it. Knocked loose. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Williams leading the charge. And he makes that one.
Not many guys change end to end faster than Lou. Hard to match up with in the open floor.
Irving looking for an opening. Outside Durant. And he gets the jumper to drop.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now, here's George. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George, just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
Irving against Beverly. With some arc, in deep, Irving drops it in.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
The Clippers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Pass to Leonard. Over Chandler. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
You know, there's a rhythm to Leonard's game, but also an awareness. Just takes what the defense allows.
Many thought the Raptors or Lakers would land Kawhi, but in the end, he came to the Clippers to write his own legacy. Returning to Southern Cal, where he grew up, was a big part of his decision. The big surprise was how Kawhi was out recruiting other stars behind the scenes to join him with the Clippers.
That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Jordan trying to free himself up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, you get so caught up in how great Durant is at scoring that you forget sometimes about his other terrific offensive skills.
You know, KD doesn't really get a lot of recognition for his passing, but he has fantastic vision. I mean, arguably, he might be the most underrated superstar ever. Sees so many double teams and does a great job of getting the ball out to open teammates.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Well, great to see KD back on the court. That heartbreaking moment where he went down in Game 5 of the 2019 Finals. Wow, so hard, Greg, to watch.
And KD clearly gave everything he had to try and win in the finals. Warriors fans appreciate his efforts, softened the blow as he left for the Nets. The Warriors ownership already promising to retire Durant's number up in the rafters.
Now now here's Harrell. Here's Williams beyond the arc. And it's Durant with the rebound. Kicks it to Irving. Back to Durant. And Durant gets double teamed. And a wide open look for Jordan. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Landry Shamit's checked in for Williams. And the Nets also making a change. Dinwiddie's checked in for Wilson Chandler. Durant drawing the double team. Irving against Beverly. Shot clock at 6. And that one's good, Irving.
I will say this about his shooting stroke. It's pure when he's got it going. Perfect so far this quarter.
Beverly against Irving. Beverly the pass to Harrell. Back to Beverly. Leonard looking over the floor. Durant with the steal. Lobs it up for Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
What strength by DeAndre. Really love seeing him sky up for the thunderous slam.
George finds Leonard to stop the run. Rebound, Brooklyn. 1:58 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Durant. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. KD's got 6.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. From a low drama perspective, Steve, which stars do you think would be the easiest to play alongside and be their teammate?
I think Kawhi Leonard for sure, Kevin. Doesn't say much, just goes out and plays. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Jokic, a lot of those superstars. I think Paul George is another guy that goes out and just plays. So there's a few out there that would love to play alongside.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Harrell, and it's Green in for Kawhi Leonard. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jared Allen's checked in for Jordan. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. Odion Kurucs, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And it's LeVert in for Kyrie Irving. From 11 feet away, off the left rim and out. Nets leading by 8. Teardrop shot, and Dinwiddie lays it in.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Dinwiddie against Beverly. Can they get it? And that's 2 points on the layup.
I like seeing Patrick Beverly attack the interior. Sometimes he becomes too perimeter oriented.
Dinwiddie passes to Allen. Passes it to LeVert. Here's Kurucs. 6 to shoot. Stolen by George. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. He dishes it to Beverly. Puts it up from 12. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Dinwiddie, solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Dinwiddie's got his second basket of the game.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Now, here's George. Out to the right wing. Here's Beverly. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Brooklyn ahead as they end the first quarter with a huge surge, an 18-6 run. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break.
I don't really give a...
Paul George had that nasty broken leg back in 2014. He describes what inspired him to come back even stronger.
inspiration really came from my mother. You know, her dealing with stroke, her dealing with really being down and out. You know, I saw her fight back.
Well, what a story. George worked hard to get back and is not disappointed in his return.
You know, recovering from a devastating injury is never easy, but George's perspective and commitment helped him to overcome it.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Nets. Dinwiddie runs the point with LeVert flanking him. Caruch is out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Allen in at the center, filling out the middle.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. And before his scary foot dislocation in November of 2018, Karis LeVert enjoying a breakout season. Greg even garnering some most improved buzz around the NBA.
Yeah, and fortunately, the injury not as bad as it looked initially. He's looking to continue that impressive trajectory.
So he gets them both. Clippers trail by 12. Now Shamet. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Over Prince. The second chance effort. Here's Zubats. And it's sent back by Allen. Dinwiddie against Williams. Dinwiddie kicks to Allen. And it's Allen with the jam.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. And Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Steve, nothing finer than having a star on your team who also makes everyone else feel better, feel involved, right?
You're totally right, Kevin. I talked to a lot of these general managers and owners, and they talk about they're looking for the unselfish star. Not just the star, the unselfish star. And what they mean by that, on the court, off the court, the guy that understands it's about team versus him. It was a busy rookie season for Landry Shamet. He got off to a hot start in Philadelphia, but was traded near the deadline to the Clippers, slotted in as a starter there, and looked great.
A nice shot by LeVert.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge league with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing.
That's his second.
And last year for Shamet, even with the trade from Philadelphia, still very productive.
Reason why the shooting from outside is what jumps out at you. Rarely do you ever see a rookie come in and shoot over 40% from deep like Shamet did.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And the Clippers making a change here. Harrell's checked in. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Allen. Durant comes in for Taurean Prince. Joe Harris is checked in for Karis LeVert. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And what was more fun to watch last season than Patrick Beverley checking Kevin Durant in the playoffs?
Patrick Beverley's energy and fight gave the Clippers a chance every night. Obviously, the Warriors' talent won out, but the Clippers made them work every step of the way.
Here's Leonard. No good, shot missing. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Outside Durant, KD draws the double. And 3 from Jordan. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
He's an NBA champion and Finals MVP in 2014. Kawhi continues to impact the game at the highest level.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. Well, you knew that Kawhi Leonard would be a huge name on the free agency market last summer, especially after winning his second Finals MVP.
And Kawhi let the pieces fall before making his decision. Was the last major free agent to choose where he was going to play. Ended up shaking up the NBA in the process by joining the Clippers.
And the second free throw, good.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Chandler's shot, good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Williams. The pass to Leonard. Shoots over KD. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Kawhi Leonard. Nets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Irving with the bounce pass. KD finds Chandler. Four on the shot clock. And Durant gets double teamed. For 3, Harris knocks down the 3 ball. Harris has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Williams' shot is off.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Here's Chandler, and Wilson Chandler with the slam.
That play is made because of Kyrie's vision and his willingness to share the basketball.
And the Clippers call time here.
And after spending his first NBA decade with the Clippers, DeAndre Jordan bounced around last season, remains a supreme athlete and rebounder, though, at that center position.
Patrick Beverley, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Harrell, the pass to Green. And here's Beverley. Shoots from 12. The kick out to Williams. And the 3 off target.
Get that board, DeAndre.
And a nightly double-double threat is DeAndre Jordan, but some dissatisfaction with his play last season. Greg, why was that?
Well, I felt like his impact has tailed off just a bit from his peak with the Clippers. Sometimes the great athletes have more of an adjustment as they enter their 30s.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Pass to Williams. Jordan against Harrell. And throw the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
Still
George is checked in for Jermichael Green. Rodion Kurucs, he's checked in for the Nets.
Yo, go get PG. Yo, Williams.
Ball's knocked loose. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Now here's Leonard. He has 5, just 4 to shoot. Count it. Leonard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Here in the second quarter, he's looking much more comfortable with this offense.
Irving finds Durant. The 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 4 assists in the game.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Now here's Williams. It's hauled in by Harris.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And then Durant with the dunk.
It looks like a toy hoop for him. KD throws down with ease.
The Clippers shooting about 33%, not happy with their play on that end. Pass to Leonard. That one misses. Great D that time from Durant. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Irving. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
17 seconds left now here in the second. George with the ball. Can they get it? And so it's Brooklyn, holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo. So just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. That was a combination of everybody and everyone. Everyone. Did you catch that?
I got it.
Yeah, Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. How about that first half, fellas? Kyrie Irving was red hot to start the first. He had 11 points and 4 assists. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
They had a tremendous first half from the three-point line. Their shot selection was pretty sound, considering how many threes they took. And the confidence of the shooters, now that's outstanding.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
Well, they struggled in a number of areas. Protecting the rim is really at the top of the list. They haven't made that a priority. They haven't put forth a whole lot of effort. You got to protect the rim.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Well, Steve, it's expected that we'll eventually allow 18-year-olds to enter the NBA draft. You're a proud Michigan State alum. Are you concerned players may miss something by choosing to skip the college experience?
You know, Kevin, in this situation, for sure, there are some players that I would say is going to make some mistakes and maybe come out too early and not be ready. But I think we have to allow them to have these decisions and not have these decisions taken away from them. I love college, but there are some guys that are just ready to go play in the NBA, just like other areas of life. When you're ready, you're ready.
The two stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. And it's Harrell in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Lou Williams won Sixth Man of the Year for the third time last season. He joined Kevin McHale and Detlef Schrempf as the only players to win the award in consecutive seasons. And with the most career points ever scored off the bench, maybe they should just name this award after him. Kevin?
David, I'm all for it. Thank you so much. And boy, is he in good company.
Kyrie, an outstanding free throw shooter and very crafty, working himself to the line.
A career best season for Kyrie Irving in 2018-19, scoring just as great as ever, but it was the other areas, playmaking, rebounding, defense, where he made tremendous strides.
Free throw, good, Irving. And the Celtics expected Kyrie to become a better passer and defender in Boston.
They felt he had the capability. You could argue that those improvements have elevated him from a great scorer to a great player in our league.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jared Allen comes in for Jordan, and Dinwiddie subbed in for Harris.
You know, when you talk to Kyrie, smart guy, cerebral guy, thinks about the game at the highest level.
Williams against Irving. And it's sent back by Allen. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen. Los Angeles making a switch here. Shamet's checked in. And the Nets also making a change. Prince is checked in. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over-eager.
Here's Irving. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound for Los Angeles. They've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And it's sent back by Allen. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And it's Durant missing. The Clippers really having a tough go here. Leonard dishes to Beverly. Passes to Harrell. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Flexing at the rack. Leonard doing what he can to fire up his teammates.
And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Nets. Now the pass to Irving. Shoots over Leonard. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Clippers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Dinwiddie against Beverly. Here's Harrell. Count it, good. Harrell's got his first points in this one.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Irving passes to Allen. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Durant drawing the double team. Allen kicks to Irving. Just 5 on the clock. Launches it. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Pass to Leonard. Beverly with the ball. Defended by Dinwiddie. Harrell finds Beverly for 3. Allen with the rebound.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Durant the pass to Prince. Back to KD. Feeds to Dinwiddie. KD draws the double. From the corner, Prince misses.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it. Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Dinwiddie against Leonard. Dinwiddie kicks to Irving. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Well, a lot of rough times for Irving in his final year with the Celtics. Opted out, and obviously Greg wanted a change.
And quickly zeroed in on Brooklyn as a destination. His time in Boston had clearly come to an end by the finale of last season. Now joins up with a new stacked team in Brooklyn.
The first free throw is good. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Green comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And then for Brooklyn, Caruge is checked in for Durant, and Karis LeVert subbed in for Dinwiddie. And he makes both free throws.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Here's George, and he uses the glass on the layup. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Allen dishes to Irving. Irving double team. Pass to Prince. Fires from the wing. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Prince has gotten better at creating his own shot, but the catch-and-shoot game is still his specialty.
George with the ball. Guarded now by Prince. Excellent D there from Allen.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Now, here's Zubac. No points in the game yet for him.
This is the shot you want, right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Irving finds LeVert. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
We see his playmaking ability. Each year it's been growing and growing. Beautiful play by Kyrie.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. George lays it up and banks it in. George has got 8 points.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
Here's Irving. He's got 18. Takes a three, and the Nets another three.
A man of many moves. Kyrie showing us a little of everything tonight.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Brooklyn Nets. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back to the action after this word. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. So for Brooklyn now, Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. Wilson Chandler out there with Caruch. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. To the inside. Irving can't get it to go. And Los Angeles guys shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Magruder passes to Cabangeli. The shot comes out. Good D by Irving. Brooklyn's gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. Here's Caruch, defended by Harkless. Chandler right side. Now here's LeVert. It's good. LeVert's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Nets.
Terrible shot selection, but you got to appreciate his confidence.
Magruder passes to Mann. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. From the line, the Clippers grab the miss. Now Harkless. Inside. Here's Zubats. That shot is off. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. To the paint. Here's Jordan. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, last season for sure, Greg, a bit of a journey for DeAndre Jordan as he went from the Mavericks to the Knicks before his free agency. Now he is a part of Brooklyn.
And both KD and Kyrie took pay cuts to get Jordan on board. Still a factor with his size and defense, despite a lackluster year in 2019. Nets are hoping he can find his magic and be a force once again.
Free throw good, Jordan.
Much like Marc Gasol, DeAndre was drafted as an unpolished second-round pick, now one of the more impactful centers around.
Robinson's checked in for Los Angeles. And then for Brooklyn, David Nwaba is checked in for Rodions Kurucs. Musa comes in for Karis LeVert. And Garrett Temple is subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And he can't hit the second. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Mann makes it off the glass. Brooklyn's gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. It's Chandler high post. And it's denied. And stolen by Jordan. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Musa. Back to Temple. And it's Cabangeli with the rebound. Clippers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Mann. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And barely anyone in the area, and still he whiffs on the bunny.
Here's Nwaba. Clock at 6. Stripped it away. Now the Clippers moving it up. Launches the 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Musa. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Harkless with the steal. Here's Robinson. A slam dunk by Robinson.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. perfect example right there.
Here's Temple. Outside Jordan. Back to Temple. The Nets working the ball around now. Lobs it up for Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Now, here is Robinson. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Here's Temple. Passes it to Chandler. Back to Temple. 6 on the shot clock. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Robinson.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Brooklyn.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kyrie Irving.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
Here's Robinson, following the bucket by the Nets.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. There's the pass to Temple. Here's Musa, guarded by Robinson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Gotta love the intensity of DeAndre, finding a way to be aggressive and get to the line.
DeAndre Jordan at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Here's Magruder. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Kyrie, big numbers for you tonight, and I always wonder what it's like to be in a zone like that offensively.
It was amazing. More importantly, we got the win, and I couldn't have done it without my teammates. They did a heck of a job of competing every single minute of this game. It took everybody's effort from our bench. It took a 15-man effort, and I'm glad we got the win.
15 men, but 1 man was the difference. Thanks, Kyrie. Back